July 11th, 2000. Dr. Wrath Sr.'s lair. Our new Dr. Wrath is still dressed in his lab coat and tie as he is escorted through the hallways of a swamp-based lair. He's escorted by two people our audience recognize as Skip and Stan. Yep, and so this place needs a few repairs, you see. It's been a while since we've had a rat to take the reins, and it didn't seem none too right to build it up without him, nope. Yes, I see that. Tell me, what did happen to my father?
Yes, no, I remember as if it was yesterday. A genetically modified Al Gore smashed his head in as he was trying to increase greenhouse gases above the Sahara in order to create a hole in the ozone layer. He did succeed, and he made a lot of money while doing it.
I don't know if that answered my question, but all right. You continue to walk through the hallways of this lair and get to a large mechanical door that is locked with 2 key cards. Skip takes one of them and hands them to Dr. Wrath. Yeah, well, the last part of this tour here is gonna be right through these doors. He gestures for Wrath and himself to place the key cards on the 2 panels, and as he does so, the doors open with a Skip leads you into the inner sanctum, where there are rows and rows of clone bodies. Yep, well, they're gonna need an update soon from you. Haven't had one since your dad passed on and whatnot with all that Al Gore business. So they're a little bit, they're probably missing the last 10 years or so.
An inconvenient truth.
Dr. Wrath looks at the clones with a sense of both hatred and sadness before he steps into the upload chamber to import some of his own memories into the next generation.
Hell yeah. Powerful. Absolutely powerful.
An inconvenient smackdown. Let's go! Sunday.
It was inconvenient. I was out of a job after. Almost.
Take a seat to the record street. It's a convoluted job, but the pay is great. I'm here cause I'm trying to break down crib, stop a Boy Scout in tights cause I like the sound. Break beats, break bones, shoot up X, rub holes, make a hit, no brain, cups my trances, make a death way to give the heroes cancer.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Jester's Lair. My name is Casey Reardon. I am your Sinister Storyteller, and joining me today, we have Rachel Kordell.
Spooky spookies are no fun unless they're shared with everyone. Boo! I'm Spectra.
Jesus Christ.
Gotcha. Oh my gosh. Terror.
Oh, no.
We have Sky Swanson.
Hey there, everybody. It's Stan Lennyopolis, and this week's catchphrase is, it's time for an inconvenient punch.
Inconvenient for who? We'll find out perhaps later today.
Exactly.
We have Seth Coveyou.
It's time to nut up or shut up. And I'm all out of nuts, so it's time to shut up. There you go.
That was a very gentle can open.
So
I don't want to explode.
We
I don't want
need
to
to add
explode.
the sound effect in post.
No, it's there. I see it.
Oh,
It's
okay.
there. Yeah,
Who are
it's
you playing?
It's almost like a clap. Yeah.
Who are you playing?
The only character with an effect on its voice. And I'm pouring a nice beer right here into the microphone.
Great.
Are you just gonna splash that against your face, Pulsar? And when you go to drink it?
Don't insult me. That's how I drink.
We have Andrew Frost.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Loog Plays. I just want to thank you guys for my third diamond play button. I really appreciate all the subscribes across all of my social media accounts. Unfortunately, I don't have enough wall space in the base in order to put them
That's
up,
not your thing.
but I appreciate the gesture nonetheless.
Okay.
Anyways, today we're going to be playing Euro Truck Simulator.
Yeah, okay, well, that
6 million views on that video.
Top comment, I like the booger man.
Boger.
And we have our special guest, Mika McIntosh.
Hey everyone, so I have a controversy that I need to talk about. I did not call Loog a feculent freak. I called my brother Lou, L-O-U, a feculent freak. I hate him. He is the oldest, and everything is handed him on a silver platter. And Loog, please call off your fans.
Lukas, I found your ukulele. Do you still need it for your apology? Oh, are we still filming?
Oh, that's so good.
Last time, our henchmen made their way to more sabotage within the base as they are working to crowning a new Dr. Wrath of Wrath Industries. You made your way down to the engine room where the majority of this sabotage was to happen, and a lot certainly did happen down in the engine room. First off, Pulsar used his abilities to make his way around and shut off all of the safety mechanisms, all of the backup power for this main energy source that is allowing the base to float overall. After that, Spectra made this large and confusing speech about science and the nature of it as she slipped in a remote operation that would shut down the power source to this base, allowing it to fall out of the sky at the push of a button.
Thank you.
Lukas managed to wrap up and bind the main switch that would be used to manually override any systems down here. And then Loog and Stan, or was it Loog and Grungor, managed to rip out the steering wheel from its seated position, and Stan ordered a new one to be delivered and made it look like that new one was still going to work.
Same day delivery.
Same day delivery.
Same
in
10-minute
20
delivery.
minutes. I think it was like 20 minutes or something like that.
Sounds right to me.
Drones are great.
It wasn't drones. It was a very scared henchman because everybody is scared of Grungor.
Understandably.
As they should be. He keeps blowing people up.
Grunger and his trinkets.
After that, we made our way out of the engine room. There is still more sabotage that could be done here, although time is ticking down. The night is almost over, and Dr. Wrath is scheduled to come back in the morning. Whether or not you go to skip, continue your sabotage, what would you like to do?
You know, I'm thinking we've disabled basically every safety feature of the flying headquarters that we are stuck on, because I've also disabled the
lifeboats. Yeah, there's no lifeboats anymore.
Yeah. So, I mean, is there any situation where we come out of this alive?
No.
We
What's
win.
the chance that he's lying to us and this is all just to disable the base's defenses? Are we the goodies?
Well, actually, we weren't told to do that. We came up with that on our own.
Well, he did say sabotage, and we did that.
We did. We did do that. But we're in control of it.
That's why we're number one.
Exactly.
That's why we're Dr. F's favorite.
We do a
Wait,
5-way high five.
Are we still going to be his favorite after this?
Yes.
We could be the new
of
one's
course.
favorite. Yeah.
What about the old one, though?
He'll be dead. It's fine.
Yeah, that's true.
It's the natural flow of these things.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very fair.
Yeah.
So, should we move on to Skip then?
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be kind of hard to convince him to not narc on us, for lack of a better term. I don't know. What do you think, Stan?
We could kill him.
I mean, have you known Skip for like 30 years?
I kind of like Skip, though.
We could seduce him.
Oh,
Yeah.
I could seduce him.
We do have the
believe
whole base in the palm of our hands, though, so working against us at this point is...
So you don't necessarily have the whole base. You have the Union group, which I said was around 10% of the total henchmen here, and you have the other powered henchmen. You don't necessarily have the rank and file.
En contraire.
Sure, God, but if the whole base comes crashing out of the sky, then I think we have everyone in our hands.
Yeah.
Fair point.
I thought we were in the water. Are we
No,
flying?
we're in the sky.
How long have we been in the sky? What years?
Since 83, I think.
I think a timer goes off and Stan takes some pills.
You've actually been in the sky since, you were in the sky since 2022.
Oh.
Yes,
I was way off.
I was there.
You were all there, I think.
You were there. You were.
So Skip, right?
So you make your way towards the laser dome where Skip has been basically holed up for the last couple of weeks, maybe even months, working on this radio wave amplifier to amplify Dr. Rath's mental capabilities so that he can carry out his plan here. At the moment, Skip is currently putting new pieces together as a part of it. It looks like the last couple teams that needed to go out and retrieve things have done so and have brought them back to Skip. As you enter into the room, he turns to look at you and says, Oh my God, Loog, I gotta tell you, you were right. I was certainly off by about a few millimeters. You were right about that. That could have totally shot off the laser by... We could have missed a target. That would have been terrible. Also, something else you should know. Spectra, you were asking earlier about the... somebody might have been tampering with it. I found something. You're right. There's definitely somebody here who's working against Dr. Rath right now, and I don't know who we can trust.
Okay.
All right. I mean, do you have any ideas of who? Like anything? Any leads?
No, I mean, the last people who have been in here have just been me, Dr. Rath, and 49. As far as I know, unless they caught me sleeping, sometimes I guess I have been a little overworked. It's possible I didn't necessarily see them coming.
Lukas is going to kind of go around behind Skip and just start massaging his shoulders.
My God, I had the same plan. That's crazy. I start massaging
okay.
Lukas's. We form a massage train.
I'm into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Move over. And I just shove Stan out of the way. And I do my best to massage Lucas's shoulders.
I fly across the room.
Get out of my way, you old fart.
It's okay, Skip. It's just it's fine. Just relax.
Calm down.
Yeah,
Everything's gonna be okay.
he like kind of pulls away from the massage train and says, "Listen, it's not necessarily something we can just relax about. The reflector ray that you found." I found the other piece of it. It was inside this new machine. Somebody came in here and was planning on, I don't know, having Dr. Rath reflect his own mind control against himself or something?
So Dr. Rath would be controlling his own mind? Isn't that just free will?
Or it might have just knocked him out entirely. I don't know.
What? That is a crazy development. There's no way that's a real thing.
Pulsar, do you need to tune up? Your audio speakers seem a little off at this point.
No, Stan's just chopping my back.
Oh, I see.
You have a lot of knots. Or maybe those are just rivets.
It's all nuts, baby.
Okay, so let's just settle down. It's like 4 a.m. You did this, you fixed this. I mean, nobody knows that you fixed this besides us. So whoever did, mess it up, just thinks that it's gonna work.
I suppose that's true. So are you saying we just don't tell anyone else about the sabotage for now?
Yeah, I think let's focus on getting the laser going. I mean, it's tomorrow, right? It's gonna be a big day.
Yeah, Wrath should be getting back from, where his last-ditch attempt is what he said, tomorrow morning. Or I guess this morning, if it's 4.
Okay, so you should probably get some sleep before that, Skip.
Oh, it would be nice to, but I don't know if I can necessarily trust leaving this thing here unguarded.
No, we can keep an eye on it.
Yeah, we'll guard it.
Yeah, we've got nothing else going on.
Are you sure? You guys just came back from a mission yourselves, and it doesn't look like you had too much sleep.
Well, I don't need sleep anymore. I just sit there and watch the others. Yeah, I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna reach into Stan's pockets and pull out a bottle of pills.
Ooh.
These are Stan's special sleeping pills. You take a couple of these, you're gonna be out like a light in like 5 minutes.
And
Well, that doesn't... I'm not one to mix medications. That seems like I might not ever wake up. No offense, Stan, but you have some different proclivities than I do.
Well, I mean, perhaps this needs some deeper looking into. If only we had access to Dr. Wrath's, deeper lab area, we would be able to maybe find out some more about what's going on.
What are you talking about?
Well, I'm just saying, if Dr. Wrath doesn't know, I mean, he's been a little distracted by some of his other things recently. Perhaps maybe we could take a look around? Were you, while you're watching over the laser?
I would not say Dr. Wrath doesn't know. Didn't he send y'all to find some kind of mole or something?
Yes, he did, but I'm saying that if only we had access to more of the deeper areas, we'd be able to maybe get more information.
Well, nobody's getting into Dr. Wrath's inner sanctum. He has his own key.
We didn't think a mole would get in here in general, but here we are.
Exactly. Who knows?
Well, sure, but the key card's... He has the key card. They'd have to get it off Wrath himself. As far as I know, he keeps that thing locked up tight, from what I understand.
Sure. Well, I suppose that's something that we could look into. Don't you have the other half of the key cards?
He looks to Stan. Yeah, although that's not something we're supposed to talk about.
Yeah, well, I mean, we are on this investigation, and Dr. Wrath did give us some very important information. I'm just saying perhaps that we could use that. We could go and get his and perhaps get into that inner sanctum.
He looks at you quizzically, Spectra, and then to Stan, to Pulsar, to Lukas, to Loog. You know, on second thought, I think I'm gonna stay up tonight and just make sure nothing else happens here.
Can I grab him?
You can absolutely grab him by making me a prowess test, and we're gonna jump into an initiative and probably start doing stuff here.
Oh boy.
Whoa!
Okay.
Can I roll my
take
intimidation
back my
before?
lithium pills, though.
Can you roll your what?
Can I roll to intimidate him before we get into initiative? Because I feel like I got a pretty good line before we get into a fight.
You can absolutely say whatever line you like.
Okay. Do you want me to roll my prowess before I say the line, or
Yeah, sure.
How do you want?
Roll your prowess first.
Can I have someone roll the die for me because I don't have them next to me, and
Sure.
like the tactile clicky sound?
I'll roll for you.
Okay.
That's a 3. You're welcome.
All right. That's a 10 for me on my prowess roll.
With a 10, you go to reach your hands and grab against Skip. Try and restrain him, but your arms actually reflect back on you. They reverberate outwards as you hit his invisible force field around him, and he spins and turns to you wide-eyed. Oh, no, we're not doing this.
Oh, yes, we are.
Here's the sticky peanut butter. We're the group that investigates, and you're the piece of shit in my way. So give me that card, or you're going down.
Yo.
My God.
All right, everybody go ahead and roll a coordination test to determine the initiative.
Whoa.
Whoa.
10.
Oh, that was a natty 1 for a 9.
Who am I right? Am I Stan? I am Stan, right?
You
Stan.
were Grungor, but I mean, you could have swapped back to Stan.
I think you
for
swapped
this.
back to
No,
Stan.
I did swap back to Stan. Now the real question is oh god, who was it again? What were we calling him again? Bagpipe Stan. Is Bagpipe Stan still there?
Yeah, we can say Bagpipe Stan managed to. Actually, I think we were talking about this earlier that we didn't necessarily want to keep the duplicates from scene to scene because I didn't want you to have an army of them at all times. Yeah. So we'll say that at the end of the episode, he went off.
Okay then, great.
All right. So we are rolling some initiative here with those coordination rolls. Everybody, let's start with Spectra. What did you get?
I got a 10.
Spectra with a 10. Pulsar, what'd you end up with?
I got a 7.
A 7. Loog.
I got an 8.
8. Stan.
I got a 5.
5. Lukas.
9.
A 9. Spectra, you are first in our initiative here.
So he's got a force field?
He does have a force field around him, yes.
How would telekinesis work against that force field?
So basically the way that force field works as a power is he can use it to effectively dodge or avoid anything that requires it to touch him.
Mm-hmm.
So with a telekinesis thing, you might... I would say that he would be able to resist via force field.
Entirely? Or is there a
No, he
chance?
would still have to roll against you.
Wonderful.
But
Cool.
he basically, rather than rolling coordination to dodge it, he could use the force field stat if it's better.
He has spun around and faced the other direction. Is there any kind of benefit I have to being behind him?
I don't know. Do you want to activate a quality? Do you want to try and make a maneuver? This would be a maneuver, if I believe, to activate a quality on somebody else.
Sure.
So you have to basically make a check in order to influence a quality on somebody. So basically, you are interacting with the space in a way to give somebody a quality, and depending on how successful you are on that, you either get no free activations of it, it doesn't work, or you can have, I think, up to like 5 activations of it for free.
Okay. This is the only thing I can think of. And just because it sounds hilarious to me, I'm going to say it anyway, and you can just tell me no. Creating the environment, I don't think is necessarily hard because he kind of did it for me by turning around. But I want to activate Almost Haunted, where I basically kind of crouch down as if I am a ghost and he can't see me, really because he's not facing me, but for me because he just can't see me and I'm turning invisible.
You're trying to make a quality on yourself, not on him.
No. He's almost haunted.
I see. Okay.
He is almost haunted. He's not actually. I use the word almost because I'm not actually invisible, but he can't see me.
Right. The way that it's playing out, it sounds like it's a quality on you, not on him. If you are trying to basically be unseen by him, that sounds like a quality on you, not on him.
I mean, I guess, but the point is that I'm behind him.
Yeah, we get that.
The point is,
We get that,
he can't see me. And so it's like I'm invisible like a ghost.
So what are you rolling to try and create this quality?
Coordination, maybe?
Sure.
You're standing behind him and we're all in front of him.
It's gonna be versus his awareness.
I'm invisible. As we're all looking at you.
Exactly.
You need us all to look away.
No.
It's like a mystery men.
He watches as we all look away so you can be invisible.
Sure.
If no one's looking at Spectra, no one can see Spectra. She is invisible. The logic is sound.
Object permanence is not an
I'll do anything to be a ghost. I rolled a 10.
A 10. Okay, with a 10, that is going to be a marginal success.
Oh, incredible.
So you create the quality you're looking for, but it does not activate. You must do that separately.
What does that mean?
It means you don't get any bonus from it right now. You have to activate it separately as you would a normal advantage. So you have to spend the determination point to activate that.
Sure. So can I do that right now?
Okay. So yes, you would spend a determination point normally to activate the quality on him, which you can let me know what advantage you want from that quality of activation. Go ahead and spend your determination points.
Great.
But the maneuver was your action, basically. So you can spend the determination point now to activate it. However, what that is going to do is no matter what, you don't have any more actions during your turn unless you want to move.
Okay. I would just like to prep my movement to shuffle behind him if he turns to maintain my invisibility.
Great. Okay. Perfect. And I will add that quality to him.
Why is this gonna be so good?
Oh,
so
incredible.
I'm here for a good time.
Oh my god.
It's a brilliant tactic, Casey. I hope you can respect it.
We are the
respect?
best
Absolutely
henchmen.
not, but it's funny.
Oh my god.
Are you going to activate that quality? Do you want to spend the determination point to do so? And what advantage do you want?
I've already spent the determination, didn't I?
No, so you did the maneuver, which takes an action that doesn't cost a determination point, and if you succeeded by enough, you would have gotten a free activation of it, but you did not succeed by enough, so you created the quality, but it is not active. You have to spend the determination point to activate it now.
Great, I'll have to do that later then.
Okay.
Sure. That is the end of my turn, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
That will bring us to Lukas.
Excellent.
I'm gonna mind control this dick.
Yeah!
Attempt at mind control. Okay, what do I roll against for the mind control here?
Mind control versus willpower.
So he makes a willpower test against your mind control ability.
Yes.
Okay. That's going to be a 9 willpower test.
That's a 5 mind control.
So he is unaffected by your mind control. You can try and see it almost as if the force field is keeping out your mind as well. Although you do feel it penetrate, he just has a stone wall of a force field of willpower as well. He is a very strong-willed.
Lukas is also just not great at mind control.
But he tried his best.
He looks to you at this point, Lukas, and says, "Yeah, you think I've been working for Dr. Wrath long enough that I can't handle a little bit of mind control from the likes of you? Y'all are traitors. Stan, I expected better from you."
You're being mind controlled.
No, I'm not. That's the point. Loog, you're up next.
Considering we're all just kind of bum rushing him, I'm going to invoke the team quality of get him.
Okay.
To give me a
Our best
+2.
team quality.
Yep, you can absolutely activate that for an advantage of +2. Spend that determination there.
Hell yeah. I'm going to do... basically, I'm just using my mass. I'm just going to football tackle him to the floor and just try to encompass him with my ooze.
Okay, that sounds like a prowess roll. He is going to roll using his force field.
Hell yeah.
It's going to be a 7 from me.
That will be a 12 from me.
Okay, that is succeeding by 5, which is a major success.
Now, would my aura also go off? Or it just says if I deliberately touch an opponent, these suffer my aura damage. So that's an additional 5 points of damage.
Okay. An additional, so what's your strength? Because you can do strength damage. Yeah, you can do strength damage on this as a physical attack with prowess.
So there'll be 5 strength plus the 5 aura damage.
Okay. So you go in and try and envelop him with your aura, and first and foremost, you can see that some of the damage is getting nullified by the force field. It basically shrinks down. You do envelop him a little bit. Some of that damage goes through, but he resists some of it due to the force field. And on top of that, the force field then reflects back out, and you are going to take half of that damage as well. So you are going to take 2 damage, and he is going to take 3.
Okay.
Because he has a reflection gadget as well. Actually, he has to roll for that. I apologize. So the effect level was 5, so he has to roll and beat a 5 to see if he can reflect it. That is going to be an 8, so he does succeed on reflecting, so that does go through.
Ew, that's gross. Why are you doing that?
You're the one who started this, and I'm the one who's gonna finish it. You see him press a button on his wrist as these drones start flying down from the ceiling, and they are going to make their attacks at you as the drones drop into this fight. There are 2 of them. One of them is going to look directly at you, Luke, who has currently done some damage, and fire at you with its blasters. Go ahead and roll a coordination test.
That'll be 11.
11, you take no damage as you easily dodge out of the way of that blaster, and then the other one is going to turn to probably you, Pulsar, as somebody else who had physically gone after Skip. Go ahead and roll coordination to dodge.
Okay. 7.
The bot succeeded with a 10. With a success of 10, you are going to take 3 points of damage. This is a blasting attack. So with a blasting attack, that was a success by 3, which is a major success. So he deals the attack damage, which is 3, and it's going to have an attempt to slam you.
Is my life support going to help at any point?
I believe life support just prevents you from like having to breathe, eat, and stuff, and gives you resistance to specific types of damage, but you have to choose what type that is.
Yeah, breathing,
when you
heat,
choose
cold,
the thing.
disease, eating, and pressure. So what kind of blast is this?
It's a physical force. Blasting
Pressure?
attacks are always like force.
Okay.
No, it's not pressure. Pressure would be like surviving in a vacuum. Life support is not necessarily a damage resistance type of ability.
Okay. I'm pretty sure life support, like, for mine, I've got toxin, sleeping, pressure, radiation, cold, and eating. So, like, I could be in the tundra and not worry about the cold.
Yeah, it's more about the environment that you're living in, that you're in, rather than resisting damage from an attack. So this is a potential to slam, and it did 3 damage. Test the full damage level against the target's strength. Go ahead and roll me a strength check, as this is going to attempt to slam you.
Okay, that's an 8.
Okay, with an 8, that is a failure. You do not get slammed.
Okay.
After the bots, Pulsar, it is now your turn.
Okay. Casey, we've come a long way.
Yes.
Remember in episode 1?
Vaguely.
I want to try and up it a little bit.
Okay.
I want to use energy control.
Okay.
But I'm not going to pull it from his brain.
Mm-hmm.
I want to pull it from his heart.
Ooh.
Okay.
And I'd like to activate a quality.
Sure.
And that quality is focused.
Yeah, I think that quality is absolutely applicable. So you can activate that quality, spend a determination point there. Sure. So what advantage do you want? Do you want a +2 on this?
I would like a +2, yeah.
Okay, awesome. In that case, go ahead and roll. And he is going to attempt to avoid it with his force field again. So I got a 10 on my force field.
Okay. And I got a 12 total.
A 12 total. So that is a moderate success. With a moderate success, the effort succeeds, and I believe it typically does half damage. But what type of how does the damage on your energy control work?
Well, technically it's a blast.
It's a blast. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so with a blast, it would do half damage on a minor success here. Great. So it is your energy control level. What's that number?
5.
5. So that would be 5 damage normally. But with his force field, that basically gives him damage resistance, and it is equal to his force field level, which is 5. So he is going to take no damage from it, and because no damage went through, you do not get the bashing option.
Okay, so he didn't take any damage from that?
No, the force field gives him damage resistance.
All right. Did he even feel an arrhythmia?
I think he probably did, and then once again you see that force field like shrink down for a second as it surrounds his heart, like almost protecting it specifically before it comes back out and starts protecting him fully again. You see he kind of staggers there for a second as he like gets back up on his feet. He says, "Oh, my ticker's doing better than Stan's, I can tell you that. I've got enough tech in there to keep my ticker going forever."
Oh, you've got tech in there, huh?
Well, clearly that's what you did there.
More fuel for me.
Fine. And he is going to pull out this ray gun that he has on him and blast you with it, Pulsar. Go ahead and make me a coordination test.
Sure. That's a 9. Can I add my quality of focused?
You have to activate it again, but yes.
Oh, okay. No, I'll hold that.
That's an 8 from him. You said you got a 9?
Yeah.
You barely dodge out of the way of this blast as it shoots past you, shimmering in this like white, almost like sparkly light as it just shoots past, bounces off a few surfaces before it dissipates. Confound it! You see him banging on it, adjusting his glasses a little bit.
Nice try, shitbird.
I'll get you
Maybe
next time.
up the prescription.
Don't. Perhaps I will once I'm done dealing with you turncoats.
Unlikely.
Go ahead. Dan, you are next.
All right. I've had a lot of time to think on this. So what should I do?
I think you should send him to the Shadow Realm.
All right. Does he still have that shield up?
Yes.
Okay, then. Inconvenient.
That's the truth.
That's the truth, ain't it? Let's see here. What can Stan do? Is he asleep by any chance?
No, he's very much awake.
That's one power out. Stan will turn to him. And like I said earlier, Skip, you're being mind controlled right now. Where do you think you are?
If anything, I think you're being mind-controlled, Stan. You're trying to overthrow Dr. Wrath? Are you kidding me? You're working with whoever sabotaged this thing, trying to get into his inner sanctum? What are you doing here?
Skip, that's not the real Dr. Wrath. It's a conspiracy.
What are you talking about?
Skip, you need to come to our side, to Dr. Wrath's side.
I don't know what you're talking about, but y'all are starting to attack me, and I am done. All right, Pulsar tried to grab me. I'm not dealing with any of this until Dr. Wrath gets here tonight, or this morning, later, in like 2 hours.
Stan reaches into his clutch and he pulls back out that bottle of pills. Skip, you need to take your lithium. And I'm showing the bottle of lithium pills that I spilled earlier.
You're trying to force feed him the lithium pills?
I want him to take his shields down to take the lithium.
He does not seem like he is in a space right now that he's going to take these shields down.
All right, fine.
Everybody has been attacking him.
I will activate several powers.
Well, we'll see. You get 1 action per page, so.
I've got a specialty, and I'm going to do the power of stunning. And I would like to activate the quality pocket full of hard candies while doing it.
Okay.
Because I always have a pocket full of something. And in this case, it's glitter. And then I will also... could I use the specialty martial arts at the same time? Because that's sort of martial arts.
Specialty, sure, I'll give you the specialty. You gotta spend your 1 determination for that activation of a quality there.
All right.
And what do I roll against for stunning?
Let's see here. We're gonna roll a coordination versus coordination.
Great.
And then depending on the Success. I will tell you what happens.
Great. Go ahead and roll.
All right.
I got... What did I get? I got a 5.
I got a 10.
Amazing. That is a major success.
Yeah.
All right, major success means the target can take no actions for a level duration.
So what is your level in stunning?
5.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So he is
Holy
stunned.
shit.
So, do you want to just stop the fight?
Let me check. Hang on. Let me check his reflection ability here real quick.
He has force
does
field
have
and
that.
reflection.
Yes, he does.
My god. Luckily, the glitter particles can pass through the shield. It's meant to stop punches, not joy.
And his force field is level 5.
Yes, that's what it seems to be. So he is going to... So the effect on him is a 5. So he has to beat a 5. And let's see what he does with that reflection there. That is going to be a 10. So he succeeds by 5. Which is going to be a major success. The attack is reflected back and hits the attacker automatically. You are unaffected.
Ah, my lithium!
Basically, you go and try and stun him with your lithium pills and the, I guess, glitter. And
Glitter and hard candies.
Right, your glitter and hard candies, and they are reflected back right at you and affect you instead. So you are going to be unable to make actions for your own 5 pages.
Oof.
All right.
Damn.
Well, I'm gonna go get a drink, I guess. I'll see you guys later.
We are at the top of page 2 here. Spectra, it is your turn.
Incredible.
This is worse than being...
Than being what?
Full of ketamine.
Stan goes to bed.
Okay, I can activate.
You can recover. There is the recovery thing that you can do on your turn.
Oh my god. Okay, I can activate the maneuver that I have on him, right?
Yeah, you can spend a determination point to activate the quality haunted in quotes.
Okay. And then that gives me a benefit on my roll.
You get to choose what advantage you want. If you want to take the +2, you can, but there are other advantages you can take.
Which are?
Improved effort is a +2. Insight, you get a clue from the game master about a subject of your choice. You can push an ability, increasing the an ability or power of your choice by a level of 1 for 1 page. You can recover, which is something that Stan could do, or you can help Stan recover. Although I don't think this would help Stan recover. Or you could retcon. I think the only thing that really makes sense here is improved effort because it's a quality on him, not on you. So insight doesn't necessarily make sense. Pushing your own ability doesn't really make sense because, again, it's not your own quality.
Okay.
So I think effectively what it's going to do, because you're activating a quality on him, it is going to essentially work as if it was a quality activated in a negative way. So he's going to get a -2 rather than you getting a +2.
Gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, what I want to do, the whole idea is that I want to try and use my telekinesis to search his pockets, basically.
Sure. I'll give him a -2 to this roll. You can roll telekinesis. And what does he need to roll against telekinesis?
Am I rolling for my strength or probably my coordination, right?
You can use your willpower on it.
Yeah.
And he's going to be rolling coordination, I guess, to avoid being affected by it.
Okay. Sounds good. Incredible. Okay.
That is an 8.
I got a 7.
Oh, sorry, I didn't do the -2. That makes it a 6.
Oh.
So that is going to be a moderate success here. With a moderate success, you are able to search his pockets here with your telekinesis and do manage to pull out that card. However, you do not have the ability to get it through the force field.
It's okay. I think I can help with this.
I'm gonna hold it in the air behind him because we are both invisible.
Sure. I wouldn't call the thing invisible, but Lukas, it is your turn.
It's like I pick things up and they become invisible. Yes.
Okay. Cool. Is he looking over at me?
He's kind of on the swivel right now.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna say, hey, Skip, over here. Then his slick back hair, he's gonna push forward, then flip his hair, and then I'm gonna use Dazzle.
All right, what do I roll against Dazzle?
For Dazzle, it is Coordination v. Coordination.
All right, Coordination v. Coordination. That is going to be a 6.
My coordination stat is a +8. That's a 14.
14. That's that is going to be a massive success here. So if it succeeds spectacularly, what happens on a massive success with Dazzle?
Oh geez. So on a massive success, the target is dazzled for the entire chapter. Dazzled characters have +2 difficulty with actions relying on the dazzled sight, and automatically fail awareness checks using it.
Perfect. There you go.
Yeah.
He is currently dazzled and cannot really see incredibly well, because that is what your dazzle targets, as he's like squinting around, pointing that ray gun, trying to aim it again at Pulsar, but he is like fully off kilter with his aim right now as he is struggling to see.
Yeah, chill. Okay, Skip, chill. I get it. My beauty.
Loog, it is going to be your turn.
Taking advantage of the situation, Luke is going to do his 2 hands on either side of his head, so he could throw some ick in there, and I'm going to use my affliction.
Okay, what does he roll against affliction?
You're going to be rolling the higher of your stat of strength or regeneration.
Strength or regeneration.
And I roll prowess.
That is going to be a 7.
And for me, it is a 12.
Okay, so that is a margin of 5. He is going to attempt a reflection on it, but it's going to...
Wait,
yes?
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
He's dazzled for a whole... How many days?
He's dazzled for this entire fight, for the chapter.
And while dazzled, he's maintaining concentration on his force field?
So this is what I have for concentration here. Some powers require concentration to maintain. To concentrate, you must be able to react and cannot be maintaining an exclusive power. Concentration is not an action, however, and you can do other things while maintaining it. If your concentration is disrupted, you can make a difficulty 0 willpower test to keep your concentration based powers going, so long as you are still conscious. Your outcome on the test is the total power level you can maintain up to the power's normal level. You can concentrate. You can choose to let a power lapse by not assigning it any of your outcome to it. So I guess this could be considered a disruption. In that case, I will roll concentration for it, which is willpower. And we'll see like what that number is. So his willpower test is going to be an 11, and he can maintain his 5 force field easily with that.
Okay.
Thank you for keeping me honest on that. I could not find that earlier, so thank you. So Loog, you are going after your affliction here. He rolled a difference of 5. Now he's doing the reflection on that. That's what that was.
I'm noticing I did the prowess test to touch, and then the affliction is against the strength. So to touch, that was the 12. That was my B. I had missed.
Oh, and so he has to touch first, which would have made that a different roll, because he can use his force field if you're trying to touch him.
Oh, okay.
So what did I get before? 7? So instead of a 7, that's going to be a 10. So you do still succeed, but it's by 2. So instead of being a major success, this is now a moderate success.
The general touch goes through, though. The affliction is now...
Yes, the affliction would still go through. Yeah. He is going to attempt to do the reflection of it. He still has his resistance as well, which is the 5. What's the damage? It's 10 based off of your strength and your affliction ability number. He's going to attempt to reflect that back. And he does not succeed on the reflection. So how much?
So I need to make a prowess test to touch you. I'm sure you can do things with the force field, so we'll do that.
Yep.
Now I have to make an affliction test against the higher of your strength or regeneration level.
Gotcha. Okay. So that is going to be a 6 strength.
And that's going to be a 14 for my affliction.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
Whoa.
so that is a difference of, what is that, 8? So that is a massive success on that. What is the damage?
It's going to be inflicting my affliction level as stamina damage, so that will be 8 points of stamina damage.
Okay,
This
so he's gonna
ignores
take
damage resistance.
It ignores damage resistance.
Yes, but not affliction resistance.
And how much total?
So it'll be the level of stamina damage, so 8.
8. With 8 stamina damage, this affliction basically wafts its way through the force field, getting into his nose, his mouth, and he just convulses and collapses down on the ground.
And as he's just shaking down, I was like, "We're still listening to Dr. Rath! We're still listening to Dr. Rath!"
You are traitors.
No, I'm not! You are!
And he falls over. The force field does go down as he can no longer concentrate on it. However, there are still the 2 bots, and it is their turn. They are going to blast at Spectra, who is maintaining concentration on that telekinesis, and they are going to blast at Loog, who just heard
What?
Skip.
I didn't want
Spectre
to
is
do it.
invisible.
I'm invisible. I'm invisible.
You're
do
invisible
it.
to Skip, not to the bots. You activated the
Oh,
quality on
no.
Skip, not the bots.
A weakness, a foil in my plan.
I can't see them, but that's because I'm asleep.
Oh no.
So,
Stan.
Spectra, that is
Yes.
going to be a coordination test for you and a coordination test for you as well, Loog. I got a 9 on you, Spectra.
I got a 7.
All right, so that is going to be a moderate success. A moderate success, I believe, is half damage. So you're going to take 2 points of damage.
Okay.
I don't want to do it.
And Loog, what did you get on your coordination?
10.
Yeah, you are fully going to dodge out of the way. I only got a 5.
I didn't want to, guys. I'm sorry.
Pulsar, it is your turn. What would you like to do here?
Stop complaining, Luke.
I want to pick up one of the drones and throw it at Skip's head.
At Skip, you want to hit him on the ground while he's unconscious? Skip got taken down by Luke.
Yeah, I know that.
Okay.
So
you just
what?
While
Yeah.
he's unconscious is what I said. Yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
You can do that.
Well, I think you're trying to paint it like it's a dirty move, and I'll just say this. Fuck that piece of shit. I'm throwing a drone at his head.
Hey, we're evil, remember?
This seems like a multi-step process here. So what I will say is if we're going to make a prowess test versus the drone here. If you get a major success, you can throw the drone at Skip and deal half damage. Or if you get a massive success, you can deal like full damage to Skip. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult than it usually would to get that damage, but it's a multi-step process here, and I think it's cool. Plus, these things don't have good prowess.
So first I'm rolling prowess.
Yes,
Okay.
I got a 5.
That's a 9.
Great. With a 9, that is going to be a major success. With a major success, I did say you could throw the bot and deal half damage to Skip here. So what's half your strength?
Do I round up or down?
Go ahead and round up. I don't care.
3.
3. With a 3, you grab this bot and whip it down at the ground, mostly destroying the bot. As it hits the ground, it's going to take that same damage as well. That 3
Before we
points of damage.
finalize,
Yeah.
I had a little bit of an idea to activate a specialty well, not activate, it's just a specialty, and use my energy control power rank 2 to put a little bit more mustard on that throw.
Oh, yeah, +2. That would bring that
Mustard.
from a difference of... You got a 9 total initially. Adding that 2 additional makes that an 11. 4 to 11 is a difference of over 6, so that would make it a massive success, dealing 5 total damage to both the bot and to Skip. Skip is on the ground without determination, so he cannot actually help himself here at this point, and Stan is still stunned. We're going to go ahead and say at this point, Pulsar, you grab the other bot, maybe Spectra scoops up the key card here, and you manage to get rid of that secondary bot pretty quickly, and we are going to wrap up this fight. As the chapter ends, Stan, you kind of recover from your own blast as it was reflected back against you, and you now have the key card from Skip to Dr. Rath's inner sanctum.
I didn't mean to kill him.
That'll show up.
Boy, that nap was great. That nap was awesome. I watched the whole thing.
Hey, Luke, do you need a hug?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't wanna.
I just immediately
kinda
go and I wrap
oh.
my arms around Lucas.
Oh, this is gross.
And now that I'm
Okay.
crying, it's even like wetter.
And with your key card in hand, that is where we're going to end the episode for the day.
Yay!
Hey.
Thank you so much to everybody for listening. Does anyone
Cacao.
have anything they would like to plug, starting with you, Mika?
Yeah, so on Roll D5, they will be playing community radio on the 16th. And then the day after, on the 17th, will be part 3 of the Zelda game on Help Action Needed, where I am playing one of those little leafy spirit fellas.
Korok?
Korok, yes. I'm not really a Zelda player, but I really wanted to be a part of this. So, yeah. And then the day after that, again on Roll D5, we'll be playing Spin the Bottle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Is Pulsar invited?
Always. Popcorn, over to Andrew.
I'm gonna give a little talking about our buddies over at Homie and the Dude.
Yeah.
Homie and the dude.
Yeah. As I'm sure you guys know by now, Homie and the Dude are a father and son led creative team. There's more than just Homie and the Dude that make really cool tabletop gaming content. Right now they're working on the Scorched Basin, which is like a Mad Maxy kind of standalone like setting for any RPG. You can kind of drop it anywhere. Lots of cool content in there. If you go over to reddit.com/r/Scorched Basin, they do a lot of updates about the state of affairs of where Scorched Basin is and the things that are going to be in it, like a lot of little inside views on like character art and background concepts and lore. And it's a really cool like little sneak preview of what they have cooking up in this book. And if you go over to their website at hattdbuilder.com and you get one of their books and you throw in RP Jesters in your coupon codes, you get 20% off and we get a little something extra too. So go give them some love.
And that something is money. Thank you for that.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Yeah.
Popcorn to Rachel.
Hello, everybody. My plugs are going to actually both be for Folk and Myth, but specifically their YouTube. If you missed it the last 2 Tuesdays, I was part of their game Pyramid, which was live streamed on their Twitch channel. But if you missed it, go over to the YouTube channel and check it out. I'm not sure when both parts will be out, but at least the first part should be out by now, so check that out. And then also another show that they're doing called Pentecost. I just guessed it on Friday, so look out for that episode on their YouTube channel as well. Other than that, you can check out my Twitch, Majora's Rose, and my personal social media at Rachel Kordell, and we can hang out and stuff. Okay, cool. Thank you. Popcorn, Casey.
Yeah, I have a few things that I want to throw in here. First up is the Fathomwood. This is a one-on-one TTRPG thing that's being run by Boss Jellybean, which is a super cool, like, kind of dark horror one-on-one RPG that we're going to be running. I'm going to be a part of it at some point. We don't have our dates set yet. If I do have it by the time this episode actually airs, I will plug that in here. But it's going to be a lot of fun. There is going to be like 50 different people involved with it, each having their own one-on-one sessions in this one-player RPG system, which is going to be a lot of fun for us to play around with. I also want to shout out Monument Studios, whose Kickstarter should have been going for a little while at this point, I believe. If you like a lot of the music that we have here on our show, we actually use them for a lot of the different music that we have here on RP Jesters, for like the background music and everything like that. Obviously, a lot of our themes and stuff are done by the lovely Seth Coveyou. But we do have other music that we pull from them, and they have a Kickstarter going on right now, and it is great to support them. They have some really great music for you to choose in your RPG games, and honestly, they're great people to work with as well. So go check out their Kickstarter and get yourself in on it while it's a great price right now. On top of that, you can check out my personal stuff at Casey_Reardon on Instagram and TikTok. Popcorn to Seth.
Popcorn to Sky. Wow.
That's really nice. Popcorn to Seth.
Ooh, thank you. Popcorn to Sky.
Ooh, you should have. That's delicious. Popcorn to Seth.
Oh, really? Thank you. You shouldn't have. Aww. Popcorn to Sky. Mwah.
Mwah. Leave us a review. Popcorn to Seth.
Ooh, there's a website and a Patreon I would never have known. Popcorn to Sky.
Wow. Thank you. Popcorn to Seth.
Wow. Popcorn to Oink Oink. Oink
Oink. Oink Oink.
Such a message. Let's just popcorn back and forth to each other constantly. So.